Interesting. Hello, one and all in
Hello,
one.
everybody. All in one,
People
one
who
and
are
all.
present. Rajul and Judy and Sherry and Melinda and Sue are here.
Hello, everybody.
Yes. So our big snowstorm we're supposed to have.
Yeah, the snowstorm that
Angie,
wasn't.
Angie hasn't seen a drop yet, and our
Not one
snow
flake.
just started here about 5 minutes ago.
Yep, I've not seen one flake.
And at least at this moment, it's just a nice little snow coming down. Nothing major, nothing drastic. Hi,
Well,
John. Hi,
and let me
Jennifer.
tell you what happened. Not only did they cancel school today,
Right.
so Nate had a snow day.
Yep.
Which was ridiculous because he would be getting home from school at 2:38. So, and the snow hasn't even started yet.
Right.
And not only that, but Jeff and I were supposed to go to a Christmas party that his bosses were having this evening. It was going to be my first time out of the house for a social reason since November. And they canceled it.
Well, you know.
Thank you for putting a coat on, bud.
Hello, Anita and Linda and Lynn. Anybody else I missed pop in here?
Yeah, Jody. Jody sent me a screenshot of her current weather, and I think, what did she say? It's like -14, if I believe correctly, in where she is in Canada.
We're not supposed to get that cold on this side of the lake because that water on the lake is still kind of not as cold
Not
as
frozen.
it normally is. So
exactly.
we won't get the cold coming across the lake like we normally
Is your pond frozen? Our pond just recently froze.
Yeah,
within the past week.
Yeah, because our pond is smaller, so it's not very thick. Let me say that.
Oh yeah, no, I wouldn't. I mean,
No.
it just froze.
Hello, Kathy and Chantel. Did I say hi to Michelle? You got 12 inches.
12 inches, Michelle. Holy crap!
No.
-10 in Kansas City.
Well,
no, thank you. No, thank you.
You know, it is what it is. It will be what it will be. When it's here, we'll know.
Yep.
When it's done, it's done.
I kind of have screwed us up, and I apologize to Mindy and you all. As you can see, I still don't have a full blanket. I still have my strip, but I have a semi-valid reason. So as we were going through this pattern, I use the same brand of yarn as Mindy, and the same, I got multiple colors. So when I ordered it, I ordered all 32, I think it was, colors, 2 balls of each. But as we were stitching this, Mindy and I both noticed that some of the colors were thicker. The yarn was thicker than other colors. So as I was blocking mine, and I'll show you specifically the colors that I'm replacing. I'm replacing my white,
the peach,
the cream. I'm replacing my lavender, and I'm replacing my peach. So I decided, because after I blocked them even, they looked like crap next to the ones with the thicker yarn. And I really, really wanted this blanket to turn out beautiful. And I still do. I want this blanket to turn out perfect and beautiful. And I don't like, to me, it's a noticeable texture difference. And I don't like it. So since I have all those other colors, I decided, and I went back into my box where all the colors are, that I'm going to remake the squares of these 3 colors in a different color that is the same thickness as my brown and my green and my persimmon. So I had great intentions that I was going to make those, what would that be? 8 times 3 is 24. I was going to make those 24 squares.
So you're going to replace 3 of your colors?
I'm replacing 3. Yep. Oh, Nate has a flask he wants to show us.
Oh, what does he have in his flask?
I'll show you his flask. I don't know where he got it.
Well, hopefully it doesn't have vodka in it.
I'm hoping that it does not have vodka in it. My
Right.
15-year-old does not drink vodka. Let's
Right.
just,
There better not be any vodka in there, Nick.
no, exactly.
Hello, Emma.
Oh, Jennifer, you had the same problem, huh? What yarn did you use, Jennifer?
So most of mine were the same thickness. The only one that was thinner was my peach one, and I'm not worrying about it. It's not bothering me. So
It's bothering me a lot.
it's not bothering me.
I didn't. Well, and it's because I think maybe I don't know if it's because of the um does those squares were significantly smaller than my squares that were the thicker yarn. So as I blocked them and stretched them to be the same size, they looked even thinner. Do you know what I mean?
Purple one there? That was a
Oh, my purple is very thin.
That was a large square for me, though.
Was
I
it?
didn't have to block that flower very much.
See, and mine is not. Mine is, I mean, you can tell, well, I can tell. It doesn't really show up that well on camera, but this is unblocked. And because I put this strip together unblocked, but it's definitely smaller than this square.
Your purple?
Yes.
It's smaller?
Oh, I can see it. I can see how
bigger.
I can see it coming in on the border.
I don't know. The purple one looks bigger to me, but
well, maybe my camera's at an angle. I don't know.
It looks bigger, or not. It doesn't look smaller for sure. It either looks bigger or the same. But
and then this white one is definitely smaller.
Well, the white one is not the fault of your yarn. The white one is the fault of that pattern.
But even after I blocked them, but what I'm saying is, even after I blocked them, they looked crappy. They looked. I don't know. I just didn't like the way they looked. So I want my yarn to all be the same thickness.
Well.
So I thought that I could do it. I really, really thought I could do it. And I got, let me count my replacement blocks here. I've got 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm on my 12th out of 24. So I got halfway there. And the problem came in that I have crafting ADD. So in that way, it's entirely my fault because I got sidetracked with other things. So I'm still going to work. I'm just going to continue to work my...
So, Linda, you had a problem with the Hirschner's Afghan yarn one being thinner. It's very weird.
Oh.
They're thinner. They shouldn't be thinner, but...
I know. Oh, Jennifer, you used Premier Basics DK. And, yeah.
You had to go up a hook size for the flower. My flower one turned out fine. My flower one
is smaller.
Because, well, I will say I didn't have to go up, but I did have to block it to get these like holes here to stretch out. And that's what they were supposed to do, is stretch. So when you block
yours looks beautiful. Yours
looks out very nicely.
Yeah. Yours looks perfect. Your color choices, everything. I am so envious of yours. It's just so beautiful. You did. I mean, honestly, it looks gorgeous. It looks exactly how I would want mine to look.
I'm happy with it. I mean, I just,
beautiful.
Except for us not doing the solid line both directions.
Well, now, did you experiment with that at
No,
all?
I have not done that yet.
Okay.
No, I haven't done that yet. I will at some point, but I haven't yet.
Linda, I found that too, because I've used Hirschner's Afghan yarn in other projects, and I have found that it can be a little bit batchy. Like sometimes I've had even 2 skeins of the same color where one is thicker than the other, and I don't really gravitate toward, if it's part of a kit or something, I'll use it, but I don't really gravitate towards that yarn.
Hello, Deborah. Brownie cookies. Deborah, come on, seriously.
Who's having brownie cookies?
Deborah. She's making them.
Yum. Swedish meatballs, steak and baked potatoes, sausage baguette. Wow.
Yeah.
That sounds delicious.
I could come eat with you. Yep.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. Good, Michelle. I'm glad that you didn't join before you heard what happened.
Right. Yeah, that worked out well.
Yeah. So this is all I had left of my first ball of my cream. And it's falling apart now. So just stay.
Yep.
Stay in a nice little pile. So Angie and I talked about this, and this is what we're gonna do.
Because I am a screw up.
Well, no, but because
partly because
no, that's not the only reason. Here's probably the main reason. The main reason is because you guys, there are I think it's nine rounds of the border. Yes. 9. Okay. So the border is going to take us flipping forever.
If we try to go around our entire blanket.
2 rounds of single crochet and that back post single crochet. I mean, it was just a pain in the butt. It got easier and a little better as I went along, but it was still a pain in the butt. And I was counting because I have my stitch counts here.
Yep.
And it's weird because I'm still confused because up here it says one thing and down here it says something else. Like up here, it says 207 and 275, and down here,
and then down here it says 211,
205 and 273, and I'm like, what? Okay, but I read ahead, and there's a way you can cheat if you don't have the correct number of stitches when you do your border.
Right.
Anyhow, so because there's 9 rounds, we were like, we're never going to get around this whole thing. I wouldn't even get around the whole thing like 1 or 2 times.
With the first, right. So, I mean, it would take us basically 9 weeks to do 9 rounds of border.
Yes.
If we did the whole blanket together.
Yes. It would take forever, right?
Yes. So what we're going to do.
We're going to do a little cheat.
Yep. We're going to do just one side.
We're going to do a side.
We're going to do a side per round. So we're going to do the first round, one side of our blanket, and then we're going to come back and do the second round.
So I have to find my short side. I have to find a short side.
See, and I'm not going to be able to do it on the short side because my short side is only 1 block wide. So mine will be on my long side, but that's
no, that's the short side.
Right, but it's only 1 block wide.
No.
Oh, this is my short side. Okay. Okay. I see what. Yep. You're right. You're right.
Strip that is 6 wide.
Right.
You have to find. Am I on a 6 wide? Let's see. Am I? I think I am. No, I'm not. So now, see, I've already got see, I'm all set to go up the side. Am I? No, maybe I'm not. Let's see. Where's my yarn?
Oh, that is true. Yep. The second setup round, you're putting single crochet, chain 2 single crochet in each corner. So you do increase by 4. That increases your total stitch count by 4. It increases your total stitch count by 4, but your stitch count per side by 1 per side.
This is my long. I'm set up to go around the long side. So what should I do? Just cut my yarn off and reattach it to a short corner?
Well, I mean, it's 50 or it's 65 more stitches.
Yeah, which is going to take me a while longer.
Yeah, that's true. All right, whatever you want to do.
2, 3, 4. This is my long side. That's my 8 side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's my 8. That's my 8 side. Okay, I will fasten this off and we'll reconnect. We'll reconnect.
Let's reconnect.
We'll reconnect at a short corner.
Hi, John. Okay. Yeah, plus I'm really excited to get moving on to our shawl. I did receive, it's funny, last week we were talking about how I placed that Joann's order on Thursday and I was afraid that I wasn't going to get my yarn in time to, for us to start the shawl. Well, half of my order showed up on Saturday.
Did you ever figure that out?
It's funny you should mention that. So part of my order showed up. Yeah, part of my order showed up on Saturday, and I looked, and it said one other thing was shipped, and a couple other items were still processing. So then I looked at it yesterday when I was talking to Mindy, because the one yarn that I thought I wanted to use for the shawl hadn't been in the first delivery, but it said it had shipped, but I never received it. So I went back and looked at my order on Joann's website, and it said that it had been delivered. And I'm like, well, I didn't get it. It wasn't in the box with the first part of the order. And then the rest of the order still shows as processing, which I'm a little bit concerned about. But that wasn't yarn for this project, so I, not too worried about it. Well, guess what showed up today?
The rest of it?
Not the rest of it, but the one that showed that it had already been delivered.
That's weird.
Isn't that odd?
That is very, very weird.
But I don't think it's going to work because it's not what I thought it was.
So this is the yarn that you were going to use for your shawl?
Yeah, it's not
still
what I thought
it's not going to work. So you're still not having yarn.
Well, I do though, because remember we talked and I decided I'm going to use my mini
that
I got at the Lone Star retreat for the past 2 years. I'm going to use both those colors.
Right.
And shoot, I wanted to bring them out here to show them to everybody, but they're in my craft room. I forgot to grab them. But this was, I will show you what it was that I thought I was going to use. And it's very pretty. Do you see all the sparkles in it?
Yeah.
It's very pretty. It's red heart wool with it.
And it won't work because of what?
Well, first of all, I thought because I have other red heart roll with it yarns, I don't have the roll with it sparkle. And I must have missed this in the description because I thought that I knew what the red heart roll with it, what its weight was and everything. This one, this red heart roll with it sparkle, is a 4-weight acrylic.
Oh.
So I actually wanted to see if I could maybe make it work because I don't know what else I would use this yarn for. So I did start a little sample tester of that shawl with it. And this is just the first, 11 rows or whatever. And I don't know. I mean, it might actually work. It might. But it doesn't show the stitch definition as well. And it's not like the drapiness that I'm looking for because it being acrylic. You know what I mean?
And it's 4-weight.
Which all that means is I would do less rounds.
And these are, but still that 4-weight affects how that is going to move and whatnot.
Right. It's going to affect the drape of it and everything else. And the look of the stitches, like those popcorns don't look very nice. You know what I mean? It just, it's not going to work for it, but
it's not going to work.
No, it's not going to work.
Well,
but then my other yarn that I thought might work. So I sampled with, this is where my crafting ADD comes in. So this was the other thing I had ordered that I thought might work. It's this Big Twist Vista, and it is a 56 cotton, 35 acrylic, super fine, 1-weight yarn. So I did a little experimenting.
Look at you. You got like all these corners of shawls started.
Yeah. So in this, you can tell the difference in the stitch definition.
Looks a lot better than the other one.
It looks a lot better than this.
Oh yeah.
So, but what I'm not loving about this is, number one, the cotton factor, because I was looking for more of a winter shawl than a summer shawl. And number two, I'm not sure how I am loving the color changes in this.
What's wrong with the color changes?
Well,
I think that looks very pretty.
Do you?
The blue, and then you got that peach, and then it's cream. I think that's very pretty.
Do you?
Yeah.
All right. Well, maybe I'll continue. Or maybe I'll make a second one, and continue on with
I think that's really pretty.
It's just not what I was envisioning. Do you know what I mean? Like, I was envisioning this soft,
but it's really
wool,
pretty. Like, but that's going to move that around. Flop it. Oh,
yeah. It's going to be very drapey. Yeah. But I was imagining like a warm wool. You know what I mean? Like a lustery, warm wool, which I think that other yarn that I'm talking about that I showed you, that I sent you the picture of, Mini Hanks of the Expression Fiber Arts, is going to be, right. I think that's exactly like the feel that I'm that I'm trying to get. But I think I will finish this. I mean,
that is very pretty. I think that's very
I
pretty.
think I will finish this.
I think it'll be gorgeous.
Yeah.
Oh, well, here we go.
Okay, here we go.
So I'm going to have to finish off each side. And then pick up in a corner where I left off to, yeah, okay.
Right.
Well, I'm in my corner. I'm in my
corner too. Yep.
I'm in my corner.
So
and we're going to chain 4.
We're going to chain 4.
Okay. Maybe. I just lost my loop already.
Oh, no.
Right? And then we're going to do what?
2 double crochets in the same space, in the same corner space.
Uno, dos.
And now 1 double crochet into each stitch into the corner.
And how many should there be?
There should be 211 on the short side.
On the short side?
Short side.
Well, boy, we could have been talking all along here and doing
I guess.
Angie. It's a tough row, man. We went from single crochets to double crochets.
Right, Sue, exactly. Now you know why I'm behind on my blanket, because I can't help myself.
It's because she started 2 other shawls.
I can't help myself. I can't. I have zero self-control.
And here's me going, I need to finish this sweater I'm working on. And I have my Expression Fiber Arts Mystery from 23. I need to finish. That's next. I got two more months to do on that. I have a cowl from my Advent. I've got that all caked up. I want to do that. And I have another little project coming up with Expression. No. Bad Sheep Yarn.
Yep.
And that's coming up. They're doing a cast on next Thursday night's live. And I have my yarn all ready to go for that. And I'm like, I need to finish the sweater. I told Angie this morning, I'm like, Angie, guess what I started today?
Second sleeve.
Sleeve 2.
I threatened to send her all my second sleeves so she can do.
So here's the trick. Here's the trick. There's a trick to this.
Okay.
You finish sleeve 1.
Yep.
And you just grab your yarn and you start sleeve 2, like right then. And then it doesn't even feel like you're starting the second sleeve.
Yes,
it just feels like you're just continuing with what you were doing.
Nope. I get bored. Yeah. I get so bored.
But why would it be bored? Because you're going back to the beginning of the sleeve. You're doing something.
Right, but I've already done that sleeve. I've already done it.
But you got to do a cuff like this one. You got to do a cuff again, and you got to.
Exactly. You got to do it all again. That's the word.
But Angie, you've already done a back panel, 2 front panels, a sleeve. You've already been bored a long time ago. Right.
And therein lies my problem with everything crafting. You
were bored probably after the back panel.
Yes. And therein lies the reason why I have so many unfinished projects in all aspects of my crafting life.
Okay. Well, I'm a finisher.
And I'm not. I'm a starter.
Drives me crazy that I can't get them finished. And
it doesn't drive me crazy at all.
I won't go on.
Doesn't drive me crazy at all. I love it. You know what? I honestly used to get embarrassed or feel guilty about it because, people would say, oh my God, you have how many whips and da 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 da, and tease me and whatever. And I have come to the conclusion that I am going to do what makes me happy, and I don't really care what anybody's opinion is of that.
So happiness for you is not having a completed project that you can show off and wear.
Nope. Happiness for me is the process.
It's just starting new shit and trying something new.
Yep.
Well,
yep. That's my happiness.
And me, I want to have it done so I can see it. So that sweater, I'm going to be wearing that sweater by next week.
Happiness for me is the process. And, I'm not going to apologize for it anymore. I'm just not.
There you go. Everybody's different.
Everybody's different, and I'm not going to apologize for the things I like.
My happiness is having stuff done, something accomplished that I can say, look what I did, look what I made.
Yep.
Look how beautiful it is. That's me.
And I love learning new things and doing new things. Like just in this past week, since the last time we spoke, I know last Friday when we talked, we were talking about knitting. Well, guess what? I went to the dark side. I did it, y'all.
Oh, God.
I learned to knit.
Oh, God. Here we go.
And yes, so
she's leaving me.
I learned to knit. Now, I don't think I will ever abandon crochet because I enjoy crocheting a lot more than I enjoy knitting. But I actually, it's over there on the other table, or I would show you my progress. But I actually got, a fair amount completed. I, put a fair amount of time into it. But yeah, I don't enjoy it as much. So I don't think that'll ever replace crochet for me.
Well, maybe there's hope. She won't leave me, you guys.
No, never. Never. And I love blankets too much, and I don't think I would ever knit a blanket.
Hello, Heather. You made it. In case you guys don't know, Heather is Heather's an artist. She's the one I just bought that pretty pen from and got the print and all that. Sorry, I'm calling you out.
Oh. Nice.
Yeah, she lives in Michigan, so she's gonna hang out and watch the snow fly with the rest of us. It is flying a little bit, anyhow.
Well, I still haven't seen a flake.
Well, Nate went out prematurely then, didn't he?
Yes, he wants to get his fire going so that when it starts snowing, he's already got his fire.
He's got to have fire first.
Yeah.
No flake there either.
I decided, Sisu, and that's my other problem. Like, I think my problem with knitting in the past is always that I took the advice on videos that said, just cast on a few stitches and just practice or whatever. I can't do that. I have to have like a vision. I have to have like something in mind. So I went and found a very, very simple, in fact, it's called Your First Knitted Sweater pattern on, I believe it was.
You're starting with a sweater?
Yes, I am.
Oh, Jesus.
Yep, on the Yarnspirations site.
Why didn't you start with like a hat or a scarf?
Well, because I didn't think a scarf probably would have been okay.
Right.
But a hat, I didn't want to start with knitting in the round and having to do increases and all that
a
stuff.
Scarf.
But a scarf probably would have been a good idea. So I'm about, I've probably got about, I did the cuff at the bottom. So that was like 3 inches. And then I've probably got about 3 inches worth of rows of the actual, sweater itself.
I'm gonna, whenever I get a free moment, when I don't have all of these projects that I want to do looming over my head, I'm going down the Tunisian hole a little deeper.
Well, do you know, I'm going to go down the Tunisian hole too, because I am going to make that damn coat.
Oh my gosh. Do you have a picture of it there?
I can pull it up. I found this pattern and I want to make this coat so bad.
Wait, Sue, don't tell her that. Don't tell her. Hi, Brenda.
What
Don't tell her that she's got to make 2 sleeves.
Yes, I know.
Don't tell her that part.
Maybe I'll make it into a vest. I just won't put sleeves on it at all.
Vest. No sleeves. I'll make a sleeveless project.
Let me, elf crochet.
This thing that she's talking about, you guys, is monstrous, first of all. It's huge.
But I love it. I'm in love with it. I keep looking at it, and I can't get it out of my mind.
It would take 5 years to crochet the thing.
I don't think it'll take that long. Isn't that awesome? Look at that long, pointy hood. Isn't that just cool? And then what this picture doesn't show, let me see if I can show. So there's the front of it. And then let me see if I can show you a different view. Okay, that one doesn't have it. In one picture, well, this isn't the view I was looking at. Oh, I need the large is why. It has, I don't like that color either of that one. I like this color much better. So this is the one I want to do in this color. And it uses King Cole Riot DK yarn, and it's all Tunisian. So you do all of these little panels in Tunisian. And I love the back of it has a crisscross ribbon that you cinch it together in the back.
Angie. How is this going to work for us?
Look at that. Isn't that cute?
How is this going to work for us?
What do you mean?
To do one side, we have to break off every time and start over again.
Yes.
At the other end.
Yes. 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 Yeah, Faith, yes. Crafting, definitely. I've been dealing with, nothing terminal, and I'm really sorry that that you're going through that. But I deal with a lot of health issues as well, and crafting really helps me deal with chronic pain and just lack of being able to be mobile. Or as mobile as I'd like to be.
Oh, Faith.
Faith, yeah.
I missed that.
It is gorgeous, isn't it, Heather? Yeah. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, and Heather, that one is Tunisian crochet, that coat thing.
Yes, so that's why I want to get more into Tunisian, because I have done very, very little Tunisian.
Our little blanket here is not very big.
This one we're working on now.
Blanket, yeah. I did find that lady, that Tunisian lady I told you about.
Oh, you did?
Share that with you? Did I share it?
No, you did not.
She has a book. She has a whole book.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. And it has several patterns in it. She's
actually
doing a Tunisian Crochet-A-Long type thing, using like one of her patterns or something, you know?
Oh, cool.
I can go look in my Amazon and tell you who she is, because I've saved her book.
And she has a YouTube channel, you said?
She does.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I thought she did. No, I thought she did. But I don't think she does. She has a blog.
Okay.
She has a blog. Bring Tunisian hooks to the retreat and tackle it together. I have Tunisian crocheted.
And see, yeah, I have done very little.
So, Lynn, Tunisian crochet, you use one crochet hook. No, it's not Tony. It is. I used Tony already. I've done one of her patterns. It's not Tony. I'll tell you who it is just a second. I'll look up her book again.
And the problem is, I would start this because I was talking to Mindy about this, and let me just ask you guys' expert opinions about it. So she's using in that pattern King Cole brand Riot DK yarn, and it's pretty, but the colors that are available, I find pretty ones, but none that I love as much as this other yarn that I already have one ball of. So
does the Riot DK is a color changing as it goes?
Yes. Okay. So the problem being, this yarn that I have, I'll show it to you real quick. So I've got it sitting right here because I was just looking to buy more of it, is this. And these are just all me. These are just Angie colors, like to a T. But this is a Sirdar jewel spun.
We got it.
We got it at Michigan Fine Yarns. Yup. But the problem is, this is a 4-weight yarn. But I'm looking at it, and it is not a very heavy 4. It's a light 4. So I'm wondering, and tell me what you guys think. Do you think that if I used this and did a size medium rather than a size large, that like that would like do the difference between a DK and a worsted? I don't know. I mean, I've done that before, but this is rather expensive.
Did you only look at Michigan Fine Yarns?
No, I
You
did
looked
look.
all over?
Yes. And the prices were within a few cents of each other. Like not even $1 difference between Michigan Fine Yarns and the other company I found this at, which was I can't even remember. It's on my I've got it up on my iPad and I can't look at it, but it was a different company. But I love the feel of this yarn, and the colors are just so me. That's just like my perfect colorway.
Yep, Deborah says just gauge swatch it.
Okay, yeah, that's
gauge swatch it and see what you get.
Just do some experimenting. So I would do it because I love to start things. I would do this right away.
Because I love to start things.
and do some experimenting with it. But I don't have a size 6.5 millimeter Tunisian hook, which is what it needs.
Well, that's not hard to fix.
Well, it's hard to fix immediately because I looked at Michael's, Hobby Lobby, and Joann's and in my local stores, and none of them have them in stock. So it's something
Amazon?
I'd have to get it off. Yeah, I'd have to order it from Amazon.
That's quick.
Yeah.
You can have it in a couple days.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at me. I'm encouraging you. The finisher is encouraging the starter to start.
Right.
And
then not to mention, so I started my knit project, but then I fell down a rabbit hole of another craft that I used to do a lot of and gave up for many years. Got back into it a little bit a couple years ago, but now I'm really, really down the rabbit hole with it, and that's cross stitch. So I've been spending a lot of time on cross stitch projects.
God bless you on that.
Yeah.
I think Angie and I are going to make a deal. I'm going to pull out some of my old cross stitch projects, take them to her. She can finish. She's going to send me sweaters that need a sleeve.
Yep. Exactly.
Oh boy.
So
okay.
I did my full corner.
That's what I'm getting to my corner right now. So I'm wondering.
Yeah. I did my full corner.
Okay. That's what I was going to ask you, what you thought you were going to do here. Which is what? Is it 2 doubles, 2 chains, 2 doubles?
Yeah. What does Brenda say? I picture Angie and a blanket pattern in a heavenly sense. They see each other, twinkling stars appear. Yep, exactly.
Okay, you're going to have to humor me.
Oh, Wool Warehouse has that, Serdar? I don't know why that didn't come up with me on a search. Because I searched for the Serdar Jewel Spun, and that store didn't come up with me because I like Wool Warehouse.
Humor me for a second, because I want to do this. I'm going to count these stitches and see what I have.
That's fine. I'm going to look up this Serdar Jewel Spun. And maybe they didn't have the color I was looking for. Oh, Wool Box. That's where I found it, was Wool Box. Oh, but Lovecraft has it also. But Lovecraft wants $2 more. Yeah, Woolbox was Michigan Fine Yarns. It was $15 a ball. Woolbox USA was $14.19, which is why I went with what I was gonna do that one. But let's see. Ooh, Etsy has it for $13.29, but I doubt they'd have enough. Because the color I need is, oh shoot, I've already put the tag away. The color I need is Sunstone Amber. Jimmy Beans has it. Why don't I'm not seeing Little Warehouse on here. Huh. Oh, Deborah, you're doing cross stitch too? Oh, diamond painting, Sue, how I have going. I'm sorry, I didn't see that comment. I have not, because of being laid up, I hadn't been able to sit to cross or to diamond paint. So I haven't really been focusing on that lately.
So I'm short 4 stitches.
Uh-oh. Well, I'll put 4 stitches in there.
Yeah, well, where am I going to put 4 stitches?
Go back a little bit and just stick 4 extra in. Sure. Oh, I know.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to wait because I know there's a cheat answer later.
Ooh, Melinda, you got an email ad from Serdar? Interesting.
Yeah, I got 207.
No, Sue, I haven't bought a diamond painting in forever. And plus I'm a little, and maybe we don't want to go there, and it's Mindy's channel, and I understand if she doesn't even want to talk about this. I'm a little salty with DAC right now.
Oh, well. There's that.
I'm a little salty with them right now, so.
All right. Back to our other end. So I'm going to cut this off because I crocheted that end in. Okay. Well, let's see how this goes. Just know I'm 4 stitches short at this point. We'll see what happens.
Okay. So round 2, we're going to slip stitch into the corner, but that's where actually we're going to attach our yarn, is into the corner space. And we're going to chain 4.
Hi, Cindy. Call me later and tell me why. Listen to her. Sue wants
okay, I will.
Sue wants to know dirt. She's got, you got dirt? You got dirt? Okay, so what do we do here? We connected and chained 4, right?
Yep, and then we're going to put 2 more double crochets into that space. So we'll finish up that corner when we come back. Then we are going to do the following repeats. So we're going to do a double crochet in each of the next 6 stitches.
Oh, this is where you can cheat. Okay, hang on. I'm getting out some yarn here.
I know I've got to do that too. I hate these balls. They just don't, it doesn't flow from the ball.
Okay, what was it? Crochet. Wait, hang on. What?
In 6 stitches. 6 double crochets. And then we'll do a double crochet 2 together over the next 2 stitches.
Not there yet.
Okay. Oh, wait, Boya.
I was pulling out yarn. Double crochet over 2?
Yep. No, double crochet 2 together over 2. Yep.
Well, that's what I meant.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I just said it wrong.
And then we'll chain 3, skip 1 stitch, and do another double crochet 2 together.
Skip 1?
Yes.
Why are we chaining 3 to skip 1? Interesting.
I know.
And double crochet 2 together.
And then we're going to do that twice. So we're going to double crochet 2 together twice. Okay. Then we're going to chain 3, skip 1, double crochet 2 together.
That's 3 times.
And then we are going to do 7 double crochets.
Do we skip here?
No.
No skip there?
No. Okay. And that is the end of the repeat. So the repeat is going to start back where the the single asterisk is, not the double asterisk. So then we're going to go, your next stitch is going to be double crochet 2 together, chain 3.
No skipping here.
No, yeah, now we're going to chain, yeah, not after the 6 double crochets, right?
But we just did 7.
Or 7. I mean, I'm sorry, I was looking at that.
After the 7, there's no skip, just
right.
double crochet 2 together.
Chain 3, skip 1. And then double crochet 2 together twice.
And no skipping anything between those 2 together.
Nope. Then chain 3, skip 1, double crochet 2 together again.
Chain 3, skip 1, and do a double crochet together.
Yep. And then do your 7 double crochets. So I can kind of see what we're achieving here. I think I got this. I might have to walk myself through it a couple more times before it's committed to memory. So double crochet 2 together.
After the 7, you do a double 2 together, right?
Yep.
No skipping.
No skipping. Yep. Chain 3, skip 1. Double crochet 2 together twice. Chain 3, skip 1. Double crochet 2 together.
Okay, the 2 together are the 2 double. The double crochet 2 together are right next to each other.
Yes.
Without a skip. And then you chain 3, skip 1, do another double crochet 2 together.
Yes.
And then do 7 right after it.
Yes. Okay, gotcha. Right, Jennifer? Exactly.
Okay, I'm going to pause here for a second because I want to look at this cheat thing. Hang on. Because this is where it said something about you can cheat your stitches.
Oh, okay.
If you don't have...
No, Michelle, I didn't get that Jimmy Bean blanket. Did you? But you know what I did do? And this is Mindy's fault for being an enabler.
I didn't do anything.
I think it was after our live last week that you and I were looking at that Annie's.
Oh, yeah.
That Annie's blanket, and we both decided we were going to do it.
Yeah.
So we both... Now, have you received your first?
No.
I haven't either.
I haven't even heard a word from them.
I haven't either.
No, not a word.
It's that new... What is it called again? I can't even think of what... We talked about it last
Granny
week.
square something.
Yeah, Granny something but it's not really all squares. There's like rectangles and stuff.
Okay, yep. This is where the cheat is. So this, now you might want to listen to this. Make sure this is going to turn out.
Yep.
While working round 2 of the border, it is possible to correct your stitch count slightly. While working the repeat, there are 7 double stitches made. For every other repeat worked, for every other repeat of the 7, the 4th of your 7 doubles should be made in an inline.
What do you mean in an inline?
Where the lines come together.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Okay,
gotcha.
so
and mine are
other.
So far, mine is working out that way.
Is it?
Yep.
Okay, hang on.
Yep. See, mine is my
So
4th stitch is right there. And then my 4th stitch is right there.
Oh, see, mine are kind of, okay. 1, 2, 3. My 3rd one, I think, is over my line. But every other, that would be my, here's the first one. Here's the first group of 7. Here's the second group of 7.
Yep, mine's working out.
1, 2, 3. My 3rd one is over my line. So how could I fix that right then? Let's see. What's it say? If this is not the case, your stitch count is incorrect and your border will not work properly. It is possible to correct the stitch count slightly by making an increase or a decrease here. Just ensure that the stitch count for each repeat remains at 7. See the photos for an example of an increase and decrease correction. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I'm going to go back and I'm going to try this because mine is definitely the 3rd.
Well, and you said you were missing 4 stitches, so could you put an extra stitch in there in that to, you know what I mean? So you have 8 stitches in that cluster.
I'm going to have to do an increase here.
Yeah.
So
oops, I did the wrong thing.
I'm doing a extra one here. Is that right? But wait, I don't want to add hang on. Okay. That makes 4, 5, 6, 7. So that works, right? There's my 2 together. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, because I did 2 there in that space.
Yep. But then you want to put 8 in there because you're missing 4 stitches anyways.
No, I think
weren't you 4 short from your last round?
Me adding an extra stitch in that space adds 1.
Yep. So you're going to have to do that 3 more times.
Right, probably.
Yeah.
I'm going to check it the next time I get a thing. So I definitely have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stitches. And my 1, 2, 3, 4, my second one I added there is right over the line. Okay. Okay.
And now this one is not going to work out for me. So this is going to put my join in the 3rd stitch like you. So I'm going to have to
every other repeat.
Yep.
Not every repeat.
Right. So I'm going to have to stick an extra one in here.
I got a ton of blanket here in my lap. I'm like, I don't have much workspace on my table because I got too much blanket in the way.
But I'm not sure if I should. Yeah. Okay.
Now I skip one and do my.
And I'm just hoping that this is going to work out correctly at the end because I didn't count my last round to know that I had the correct number of stitches.
That's why I wanted to count mine. Because I told you, things just weren't being right.
Well, and for you, it's a difference because this is your completed blanket. For me, I'm not worrying too much about that because this isn't, my completed blanket anyways. You broke my lighter?
No, it just doesn't work.
Yes, it does.
What's this thing?
That thing makes the flame higher or lower? Highest. Shake it. Really? Bring it here. Poor Nate's trying to start his fire. Look, I've got this candle lighter. This is the only. It might be. Oh, there, I got a little flame out of it. See, you just got to keep doing it until it sticks, until a flame comes out.
Maybe he needed some of that vodka from the flask to help him out.
Yeah, it might be dead, bud.
All right.
Look on that bookcase over there and see if there are any more of these. It might, but I don't have a lighter. I don't know where I would find a lighter. I don't think I have matches either.
You stop the switching.
Right. Shoot, I'm trying to think and I can't. Oh, I got it. I keep getting it. Hi, Angie. What's the Moogly cow, Michelle? I don't think I know about that one.
Oh, I saw that one too.
I didn't see that one.
Yeah, I saw that one too.
There
are so many cows right now. It's like so many.
What is it?
Way off now, unless I did something wrong here.
You know what was a good lighter?
No, I do not.
In the pole barn.
Oh, in the pole barn that we don't have access to.
Yeah, this doesn't even come close on this round. What in the heck?
Dad'll be home in like an hour, bud. Oh, it started snowing. Yep, it is officially snowing. Just tiny little flakes, though.
Yeah, that's how it started here. See, this is weird. Now look at this one. Okay, I'm not liking this.
Oh, I screwed up. I screwed that up.
My next group of 7 isn't even close.
Not even close?
No, it's way before the line. Like, look, here's my group of 7 right here. Right here. And here's my line.
Well, it's every other group of 7.
This is my every other.
Oh, that is your every other.
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know.
Wait, I did something wrong. Hang on.
Okay.
Maybe it's because I did something wrong. Hey, what do you know? Because no, that's not going to make that big of a difference, I don't think. Okay. After I do my 2 double crochets together, we chain 3. We
skip 1
and do another double crochet 2 together. And do 7.
Oh, snow in Texas, huh, Judy? That sounds nice.
Dale's been showing me pictures of that all day.
Oh, has he?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm running into this again where it's my 3rd one that's on my line. So
6, 7. You got to add a stitch.
Yep, I'm adding a stitch.
7. After the 7, you do a 2 together. Then we do chain 3, skip 1. I hear a dog whining.
Yes, it's because Nate's outside and he wants to go outside and play with Nate. Oh, it's Junebug, actually. Oh, Boduke must be outside playing with Nate, and Junebug is. Oh no, Boduke, they're both in. Yeah, Junebug just wants to go outside and play.
Junebug's inside and mad.
Yep. They want to go play in the snow too.
Now, let's see. 1.
Brenda, you can have all the fresh snow. I told Jeff yesterday that he's lucky that I love him, because if it wasn't for him, there's no way that I would live in Michigan or any state in which snow falls. Oh yes, Sue, I still have Maddie's freaking dog.
So this time, now that I did it properly, this time my 4 is right on the line.
Oh, good.
Isn't that weird? How is that working? I don't even know. I'm not even going to care. All that matters is that your 4th stitch is over the line.
Right.
That's the important part. Because I think then we go to do our next round and we do something crazy in the 4th stitch or something.
Yeah.
That's my guess. Do something crazy in the 4th stitch.
So, yes, Sue, the reason I still have Maddie's dog is because she's working in Bay City now, which is about 25 minutes away from where she lives, which, you know, adds an hour to her day, or almost an hour to her day. And she does not want to leave her dog home alone for that long, for, you know, an entire work day. And then
So you're doggy daycare.
I am doggy daycare, yes. So, like, being that today is Friday, she will come and get Junebug after work and take her home for the weekend and then bring her back Sunday night.
But she doesn't get her every day, just on the weekends.
Just on the weekends, right.
She doesn't want her doggy every day?
Well, I mean, we're about 15 minutes away from her. So, you know, I mean, that dad even, and we're in the other direction of where she has to go to work. So that would add, if she brought her and picked her up every day, that'd add another, it would add a half hour each way, morning and night. So that would add even another hour to her daily drive.
Oh, well, yeah, okay.
And then she also, it's not that she doesn't want her. She thinks that Junebug is happier when she's here, which I believe because Junebug and Bo Duke are such good friends and they play with each other all day. And, you know, so in fact, it makes Maddie feel terrible because when Junebug is at her house on the weekends, she said that all that Junebug does is sit there and cry all weekend.
Aww.
So it makes her feel horrible, you know, like she doesn't like her, but it's just probably because she misses Bo Duke. They are the best of friends.
Wow. How do I fix this?
And it drives me crazy, but, you know. Happy.
How do I fix this? This one's
what happened?
This one's way off. I'm like,
uh-oh.
1, 2, 3.
How did you did all of this?
I don't know, Angie.
Counting.
I know. And this one here is perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's my next one. So what do I do? How do I fix this? How do I fix this?
I don't know. What do you got going on? I'll see if I can math it out in my head.
It will be my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th stitch that's over the line. Now do I need to skip one? Okay, I know what I'm doing. I'm going back and I'm skipping 2 here before I do my chain 3, you know, after my chain 3, I'm skipping 2.
There you go. That's a good idea.
Doing my 2 together, and then this should be 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that still didn't quite work. Am I over the line? Where's my line? My line's kind of in the middle of these 2 stitches, and we're going with it.
So at the end of your row, you should, after your last double crochet 2 together, you should have 6 stitches left before your corner space. So even though in between these guys you have 7 stitches,
we started with 6.
We started with 6 and we're going to end with 6.
Started with 6 at the other end.
7. Wait, let's see. 6 stitches before, yeah, to 6 stitches before corner. Yep. And I don't have 6.
And I don't have 6.
1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5, or I have 4. So
this is kind of a pain in the butt.
it said to do double crochet 2 together. Oh, for Mindy, for her fix, rather than skipping 2 to do a double crochet 2 together, so that you have your 4th one in the 4th spot. Is that what Michelle's saying?
Huh? I don't know what's Michelle saying.
She said it said to do double crochet 2 together. I'm thinking she means rather than skipping 2, so your 4th one lines up with your line, just to do double crochet 2 together. So that would be your 4th one. But I mean, I think it achieved the same effect if you skipped 2. Sue, yeah, that's a no on the she should get another pal for her place. No, because then I would end up with 2 doggy daycare dogs. I can see that already.
Angie's like, nope.
I'm sorry that she's whining and you guys can hear her. And then in the corner, we're going to put 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets.
Well, I took out too much. You know I'm behind you, right?
Yeah, I know you are.
I'm
she already has 2 cats, Sue.
I'm fiddling, trying to make it right. I'm trying to make it right. Because I'm not taking this out. You know that.
Right.
You might take you're going to take yours out.
Yeah,
Yours is not.
No, this is not my finished
project. Not permanent.
Project.
It is permanent.
Right.
Let's see. How does this one work out? I'm to a line. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yay!
Yay! Good job.
Woo! Let's keep going. 5, 6, 7. That's weird. Why one will work out and the next one doesn't, right?
It is. That is weird. Yeah.
It has to be each individual square we did.
It has to be.
And they ended up with different numbers.
Or, you know what I'm wondering too is, did you put a single crochet when you did this very first round of single crochets? Did you put one in the
middle?
In the middle?
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you didn't, maybe?
Yeah, I know. I think I did, but you know.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? There's no telling.
Hi, Lisa. Haven't seen you in a while. Linda says I should send Bo Duke along once in a while for a mini vacation. I don't think that Maddie would appreciate that because Bo Duke would eat her cats.
Oh.
He would definitely eat the cats. He is not. He's a dog lover, but other than that, he's not a lover of other animals. He has eaten one of our chickens before.
Oh, has he really?
Yes.
Bo Duke.
Yes, he has eaten a chicken.
Oh, Bo Duke.
Mm-hmm. And I think he caught a rabbit once.
Oh, God.
He didn't eat it, but he, mauled it. A baby rabbit.
I'm coming up to my next line. Let's cross our fingers.
Yes, Boduk the Killer. And it's so weird because he's such a like sweet, tempered, good-natured, loving animal. But anything other than a human or a dog, and he's just having no part of it. Well, because she doesn't think that she trusts Junebug to be in the house all day and not crated. And she thinks that it's cruel to have a dog in a crate for that many hours.
I was going to say, I mean,
Maddie is a big time like animal like lover. Like she thinks, crating an animal is, which we don't leave our dogs roam the house when we're not home, but it is so very, very seldom that that nobody's home here, that they don't have to go in their crates all that often for all that long.
And see, I have a whole different take on that, the crating thing.
My dogs have always loved their crates.
Yeah.
And sometimes go into their crates.
Yeah. And they'll just lay in it during the day even.
Yes. Sometimes they'll go in just to chill out and have their own like special alone time. That's where they feel safe.
Crates are great for dogs.
Absolutely.
I mean, my dogs would be in a crate all day long while I went to work,
Yep.
all
Absolutely.
day long. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we've always when I was still working, because we've always had dogs, but we always crated our dogs during the day while we went to work. In fact, when we had two kind of bigger dogs, we had Max, who was a chocolate lab, and Snail, who was my, she was like a mid-sized dog. She was a Australian Shepherd. We had two different size crates. One was like extra large, like way bigger than Max needed.
How many stitches are we supposed to have at the end?
At the end of this one, on the short side, 215.
No. At the corner. Sorry, at the corner.
Oh, 2 and 2. 2 chain 2 2.
No.
Oh, 6.
No.
You should have 6 left after your last 2 together. You should have 6.
Hang on. Oh, okay. Hang on. Never mind. I got to keep going.
Okay.
I think I got to keep going.
But anyways, Max and Snail, when we would get ready to go to work and, they knew it was time to, go in their crates and they were fine with it. They started wanting to be in the same crate together during the day. Isn't that weird? Like they just loved to be together. So this one crate, it was an super extra large crate, and they like to be in there together.
6, you say, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, well,
you can make that work.
We're close.
That's better than me. I only had 4.
We're close. 1, 2, there.
Jody, really? Winston hated his crate? That's crazy.
4.
Now, did you, when you were working, did you put him in his crate? Or did you just leave him in the house?
Let's try this again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Angie. 5. No, I was off 1. 6. Okay, dang it. Oh, yarn, stay over there. 6. And then 2 doubles, 2 chains, 2 doubles.
Yes.
2 doubles, 2 chains, 2 doubles. I wonder how hard this is going to be to pick back up when I need to go the rest of the way around.
Yeah.
Okay. That's 2 rounds, Angie.
Yes.
We've been doing this for an hour and 15 minutes.
Yes.
Angie.
Yes.
Wait, what are we doing here?
I don't know. We're going to have...
What's happening with our life?
I know. We're going to have another 2 weeks. If we can get started on round 3 right now before we're done for the day.
This blanket is insane.
It is. Then that means we're going to have 2 more weeks for the border.
Oh my goodness.
And here I thought we were going to be able to start the shawl next week.
Well, that's what you get for thinking that, huh?
I guess.
Okay, I need a drink. Where's Nate's flask?
Where's Nate's flask? Yeah.
Yes, Linda, I did. I responded to you, Linda, I believe. I don't know if it must be you didn't get it. I don't know. I did respond to you, though. Yes, but congratulations. You won. I said, this is what I said. I got the painting for you, so I'll be able to send it out next week after this crap because it's snowing now. Yeah. And I don't know if I'm getting out tomorrow. It'll be Monday. I'll mail it Monday. Okay.
Oh, Jennifer, you have a 4-pound dog. I had for a long time. Well, he didn't live as long as he should have because he was inbred. He had a lot of health problems, but I had a 2-pound Chihuahua.
Note, the instruction 7 double crochet is shown in bold as a reference point for the tutorial only. Okay. All right, whatever that means.
Whatever that means.
Right. I see it's in bold, but okay, whatever that means. Okay, we're in our no, shoot. I was in my corner till all my stitches came off my hook. Or my slip stitch came off my hook. Okay, we're in the corner, and we're going to chain 4.
Yes, ma'am.
Ooh, and then do 2 more.
2 more doubles in the corner.
I know. When I told you the other day there was 9 rounds to this, and you were like, "There's what?" I'm like, rounds, Angie.
All right, now we're going to do 8 double crochets.
Ooh, Lord, Lord, Lord.
All right, and now we are going to chain 2.
How do you do that so fast?
I don't know.
I'm only on 6. I'm trying to also get my end under there too. You know, crochet my end under here.
Oh, gotcha.
My tail.
We're going to chain 2, skip a stitch, and skip 1 chain.
Okay, hang on. Skip a stitch, which is the top of
your or your 2 together.
Mm-hmm.
And skip 1 chain and put a double in the next chain.
Which is like the middle chain?
Yes. So in the middle chain.
Grand.
And we're going to do that twice. So chain. Oh, wait. Double in the next chain. Twice. But I'm not understanding. Let me look at this a little bit better because.
1 double crochet in the next chain.
Twice. Oh, so we put a double crochet in the second chain and the 3rd chain.
Oh, they could have said that a little better.
Yeah, they could have. That's why I had to think about it for a minute. Chain 2, skip 2. So you're going to skip both of your double crochet 2 togethers. And double crochet in the next 2 chains. So the first
one closest to your.
Yes. So the first 2 chains of your chain 3.
Oh, I'm down to just a little bit of yarn here, and it's fighting me. So
then we're going to chain 2 again, and skip the last chain and the double crochet 2 together, and do 7 double crochets. And that is our repeat. So I'm not understanding still what the major importance was of having that 4th double crochet be on your line.
Well, I don't know yet, but I think we will eventually. Okay, so after you do your 7, you chain 2.
Yep.
You chain 2.
Chain 2, skip
the thing and
then skip a chain
and do 2 doubles in the last 2 chains.
Yep.
That last chain's hard to get into.
It is hard to get into.
Chain 2 again. Skip the 2 togethers.
Yep, and then do a double in each of the next 2 chains. Chain 2 again. Skip a chain and the next stitch and do 7. So unless it's for just like visual balance, I don't see what the importance was of making sure that that was your 4th stitch. You know what I mean?
Yes. So I get it.
You
so
do?
Yeah, I get it, because look, this is kind of building up these 7 here right around your line there. And then this other 7 that makes that in the center of this square.
I guess. But I mean, was it really that important?
Everything very lined up across your top here.
Right. But when you're in the big scheme of things, when you're looking at it, when it's all done, are you going to look at it and say, oh, that doesn't line up with the line? I don't know. I probably wouldn't.
I don't know, Angie. Is somebody going to look at my blanket and go, oh, you have gaps because you didn't go all the way across? Or is somebody going to go, oh, those squares are thinner than the others, right?
Well, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, right. She's just being very particular. And it's all going to be very symmetrically beautiful.
Oops, right? It appears that I only put 2 chains.
Jennifer's like, I don't know if I like how this works out. How far are you, Jennifer? You're not farther than us, are you?
I only put 2 chains in between that.
Well, then you're going to have to put 2 doubles in.
Yes, I am.
One of those.
That is exactly what I did.
Chains. All right, yeah. I think this border is absolutely gorgeous when it's done.
I do too, Jennifer. When it's done, I think it's very, very pretty.
Yeah, I think it's absolutely stunning when it's done.
It was, in fact, that was my, I think, favorite part of the blanket was the border. So I want to show you, I went and got a piece of fabric. Okay, I decided, well, I showed you guys my Long Dog sampler cross stitch piece that I'm working on. And I haven't touched it because, you know, I went off on another tangent. And I decided I want to do a full coverage piece with lots of colors. So I decided before I commit to this huge one that I'm going to do, that I'm testing out some new techniques with cross stitch, some things that I've never done before. So I decided to start with just a small, what I got, it's called a quick stitch from Heaven and Earth Designs. And the one I chose is they took just a small snippet of the chart of one of the Josephine Walls, like Edge of Enchantment is the one I chose. So it's just a snippet of that chart. And you stitch just that. So there's like 88 colors in this little quick stitch. And I started it. And like I said, I'm trying a whole bunch of different new techniques. I'm using a pattern keeper type app rather than a paper pattern. And I'm tent stitching rather than doing full cross stitch. And I'm parking my threads rather than doing cross-country stitching, and I'm using waist knots rather than fastening off in the back, and I'm using 25 count fabric and going over 1 stitch, which is smaller than I've ever done. So a lot of things are new. So I started it and I got about 200 stitches in and it looked like hell. So this was my original start with my 200 stitches, and the front doesn't look too bad, but the back looked terrible. The back was very, very bulky and thick and yucky. So I abandoned that and I learned a different way to do parking. And I started over. and I've got about, I don't know, 150 stitches in this time. And that's what I've got done. That's 150 stitches right there. And you can see how small it is just compared to my finger. But the back is is a lot better. It's a lot less bulky. So it's working out better. But it's very time consuming. Hi, Molly.
Molly's here.
Haven't seen Molly. Yeah, Jody, it looks way better, doesn't it? I know I sent Jody a picture of about my thickness, and I was like, this is not gonna work.
And Mindy looked at it and just went, that's a lot of stuff. Right? Okay, Jody, I'm reading your questions, and I'm like, Mindy, can you just put a couple of stitches in between of those rows? Oh, you're talking for the gaps between. That's what I'm going to try to do, Jody. I'm going to try to see if I can like make those gaps less evident. Yes. When I get,
even if you just put some yarn on a yarn needle and
sew it across.
Just sew a couple of strands across and make it look like a stitch.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever done a when you're working in the round, have you ever done a needle join?
When I'm working in the round.
Mm-hmm. Rather than doing
like, what if I work? Well, I don't think I've worked in the round. What have I worked?
Well, like if you're making a square, like, or a.
Okay, I'm like, what? I don't think.
Like if you're making a square.
Yeah, I have not really. I'm not a needle joiner person.
But you could do if you didn't if you put your yarn on a yarn needle and did like a needle join and made it look like a stitch. You know what I mean? I think that would work.
I'm gonna play with it and see what I can come up with to make those blend better.
Yeah.
I'm getting a tangle. I just want to finish this, and now I'm getting a tangle. Why? I don't want to tangle. Do you want to tangle with me?
I'll tango with you. I don't know.
Not
if I want
tangle.
to tangle. No, I don't want to tangle with you. I think. Okay. That's a good question.
What?
Okay, everybody. In a fight between me and Mindy, who would win? I think Mindy'd whip my ass.
I don't think so. I'm kind of a wimp. I don't like to fight. I'm a lover. I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Have you ever been in a fight? A physical fight?
No.
I have.
No.
Once. Once. I was not very good at it.
Let me tell you my story of my fight. There was this chick. Her name was Sherry Campbell. Never forget her name. She was like the elementary school bully.
Okay.
And she would pick somebody that she was going to pick on all the time. Okay. Well, for a while, it became me.
Oh, no.
And she kept coming up to me and she'd be like, wait till we're on the playground. I'm going to get in a fight with you, blah, 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 blah. And she'd keep doing it. Just this intimidation thing, right? And of course, I was scared.
Yeah.
I don't want to fight with this chick. She's a big old brute looking thing,
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't want to fight with her. So I'd just do everything I could to avoid it. I wouldn't go far from like the noon duties out there on the playground,
right.
Made sure I was always kind of safe. And she just kept doing it. And one day she came right up to me on the playground and she's like, I don't like you. Blah, 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 blah. And I had finally had enough of her. And I looked right at her and I said, listen, Sherry, I'm not going to fight you. And you can keep saying this to me and you can keep picking on me, but it's never going to happen. And you could just go away and leave me alone because it's never going to happen. And I'm not fighting with you. And I told her off. You know what?
She left you alone after that?
She left me alone.
That's awesome.
I told you I'm not a fighter.
Well, okay, here's my fight that I was in. I was also in elementary school. And I went to a sleepover at a friend's house. And this friend had at this sleepover not only our friends from school, but also friends from church. Okay. So it was this girl that I had never met. I didn't even know. And for some reason, she just didn't like me. So this was late at night. We were all in our pajamas. We were out in her living room. We were eating popcorn. We were watching a movie, and she just like jumped on me and like started hitting me. And I was just like trying to fend her off, and like I was laying down. She was like on top of me, and I never forget this because it took forever to heal, and forever I had a scar. But she had like her fingernails grabbed into my hand, and her fingernails actually cut in to the top of my hand and left a scar for a really long time. It was awful. It was so traumatic. It was so traumatic. I remember I called my mom, like after it happened, I called my mom and I made her come and pick me up.
Mom, I need to leave there.
Yeah, it was awful. And I never went to that girl's house again.
Yeah, I bet.
We weren't friends after that. Her name was Kim. I don't even remember the mean girl's name.
Right? You just didn't want to go to her house because she had mean people come to her house.
No, that was right. No, the girl who beat me up, I don't remember her name.
Right. But you didn't want to go to the other girl's house.
I didn't want to go to Kim's house.
Right. Right.
I don't want to risk.
Jody got thrown out of a bar.
Oh no, for fighting?
Jody. Okay, we don't want to mess with Jody.
No, I would not. Jody would. I believe Jody could. Yeah.
Don't mess with Jody.
I did almost get into a fight with a girl. In high school. I dated this guy who was in a band. The name of the band.
That was your first problem.
Yes, he was the drummer. And
the
name of his band was Red Carpet, and of course, this was the early '90s, and it was a grunge band, and which was all the rage at the time. And so I would go to shows with them, and of course, and he was very attractive, and of course, girls are always attracted to guys in a band. Girl, her name was Stephanie. She was always, like Jody said, making googly eyes at him. And I had enough. I was ready to take her up to the parking lot, but I probably would have lost because I'm not very tough.
Right.
So it's a good thing that, that never went down.
I don't know, all that police work you did.
But I was not very tough.
You might have gotten a little more ballsy in your police days there.
Yeah, in my older age, yeah, I might.
Right.
Have, yeah.
It's funny. I can tell it's snowing here pretty good, and every once in a while you flicker out. You come right back, but you'd kind of like.
Oh, really?
Out. Yeah, it's got to be like my internet or whatnot, because it's snowing a little better here.
It's not. Ours is still very, very light, wispy flakes. I mean, there's a lot of them, but they're really small. I don't think it was a reason to cancel my party. I was looking forward to actually getting dressed. I haven't left the house except to go to the doctor in months.
Yeah. Okay, I'm coming up on my last square here. See how this finishes out here when I get to the corner.
Are you really almost to the corner? I'm not. Probably because I stopped in with storytelling.
You did. You started.
Yeah, I was storytelling.
Yeah.
I talk with my hands. So it's hard for me to do anything with my hands when I'm telling a story. Oh, yeah, my birthday's this month. I don't have any birthday plans, Jody. Why? Do you want to come and visit me and we can go do something fun? No, no birthday plans. I did find on I was looking at Facebook last night and an ad came up for a place in Midland, which is about a little town about a half hour away from me. They have these pottery classes, and the one pottery class that they're having in like the weekend of my birthday, they're making chickens. It's called the Funky Chicken, and they're just adorable. These adorable little pottery chickens. And so I was thinking maybe I would talk one of the girls into going to the Funky Chicken pottery class with me.
Funky Chicken pottery.
Yep. It's really cute. It's an adorable looking little chicken.
I'm sure it is. Okay, what happens when we get to the end? Probably do how many at the end?
8.
8? Okay. Does it say that somewhere here?
Oh, you started. Oh, Jennifer, happy birthday. Jennifer just celebrated her 50th. I will be celebrating 4/9.
Oh my goodness.
Yep. Almost. Next year we'll have to do something special for my 50th. Last year for my 48th birthday, I got a very special gift. I don't know if everybody remembers, but directly for my birthday last year, I got shingles.
Oh. I knew it was going to be something smart, Alex.
Yep, I got shingles last year for my birthday.
Uh-oh. What do we do when we get to our corner here?
I don't know. My stupid iPad went to rest mode.
This is round 3, right?
Yes.
Round 3. Okay. We do 8 at the end?
Yes.
Well,
Molly, I'm not sure. I don't think so. I think we're actually going to mold this pottery thing and then fire it and then paint it.
So I don't see anywhere it says that we finish with 8. How come? Where does it say we finish with 8?
Well, I assumed we finished with 8 because we started with 8.
I know, but I don't see where it says that.
Let me see.
Read
from blah, blah, blah. Last stitch. Oh, yeah. Repeat from there to the last stitch before the corner space and then do 1 double crochet. So it's basically saying do 8. So it says do 7 and then do 1 more. Which means
it does. Okay, there we go. And then we do 2 double crochet, chain 2, and all that in the corner. Okay. I'm like, where does it say 8? It doesn't say it. It says 7.
Jennifer, you know people in Midland. Interesting. Yeah, Midland's a cute little town.
So my blanket looks really weird because I'm getting these weird corners on them like this.
Yeah.
I got this weird corner coming out. Okay, well, that's what I got. I'm done. There it is. Round 3. Ding, ding.
Oh,
Midland,
Jennifer,
Texas.
Midland, Texas. No, different Midland.
All right. There's 3 rounds. Wow. 3 rounds.
Which means it's going to take us another 2 weeks.
3 out of, and now I have homework. Right?
Yes, you have homework.
You have homework too. You should get your blanket
homework.
put together.
Yeah, I know. I gotta do my whole freaking blanket.
Yeah, you should get your blanket put together. Okay, here's the end of my ball of yarn here. The grandkids are here today. You guys don't know that, but the 3 kids are here. Why? Because of Dale. That's why. So he took off before the live, like right as the live was starting, actually. He took off with the kids to go to Meyer. And they've actually been gone the whole time, and they're not back yet.
Wow. I hope the roads are not bad.
Well, I don't know. Well, he's got a 4-wheel drive truck. He's
Yeah, that's true.
he's cool.
All
right.
That's where we are.
So my homework for the rest of the week is to finish 3 sides of this 3 rounds.
And my homework are to do 12 more squares,
Put them all together.
Block 24 squares, hook them all together, and put 5 rounds of border.
Okay, Angie.
How much does everybody want to bet that actually happens?
That is not a safe bet to take.
No, I wouldn't take that bet.
That is not a safe bet. That's a lot.
No. Yeah, I wouldn't take that.
That's a lot of work. If you got your blanket all put together by next week,
you'd be proud.
I'd be, yeah.
Okay. I'll aim for that.
Okay. All right. It's getting bigger now because, we're adding all this border.
Yeah, I mean, it's already added, a couple inches there?
Right? I mean, look at it, right?
Let me see. I've got my measurer right here.
It's pretty. It's making like a little pattern here because we got
almost
2 holes. We got 2 holes, 3 holes. And the 2 holes and 3 holes are completely on the even sides of our crack.
Right.
Our crack, right?
Yep.
2 holes, 3 holes, crack. 2 hole, 3 hole, crack. Oh.
Boy, if anybody didn't know what you were talking about right now, that'd sound pretty bad.
2 hole, 3 hole, crack. Oh my goodness. That does sound bad, doesn't it?
It does.
Woo!
It definitely does.
It sounds horrible, but it's funny though.
All right, I'm starving, you guys. I'm gonna go eat some chili.
All right,
some leftover chili.
I'm probably gonna go snack on something while the kids aren't here because you can't eat food around here without them going ooh ooh ooh. Ooh, I know. Somebody caught me eating gummy worms earlier.
Oh gosh,
she got gummy worms. I was like, who? What?
What are you talking about? I don't see any gummy worms.
And I'm like, no, I'm not sharing either because there's not that many left.
Right.
Not sharing. So
I don't blame you.
Yeah, you know what? And some of these, okay, this is interesting. I'll just tell you this and I'll let you go. And I don't know if you can see this. I'll see if I can get you to see this. Okay, we're gonna zoom in here. Okay, we're zooming in. Here's one of my breaks in my
cross
here, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So this is interesting. This one here is kind of leaning this way, even the end of it is, and this one's kind of going that way.
Yeah, I see that.
So you see how they're doing that?
Yes.
So if I go in here with a needle and hook in here and come through this stitch and through here and out that stitch.
Yes.
That's going to make that look better. It's going to make
yes.
come together better.
Yes.
And yeah, because they're leaning a little bit the one way because that's where you ended or started.
Exactly. You know what I would like you to, if you wouldn't mind.
Do it the right way, Angie.
No, I'm going to, but would you send me a text and tell me what colors you chose?
Sure. That's easy enough. I can do that. Yeah.
Because I really love your colors. They just look so great together.
Well, and you have used, did you use any of my colors?
Just this peach.
The peach. And the peach you don't like.
And I like the peach. Oh, so, and the ice. Oh, but you're using the ice for the border.
I am. Right.
Yeah. No, just the peach, I think, is the only color I used of yours. But I don't like my colors. I really don't. And then especially when I took and replaced, and I don't have those balls out here to show you. They're over on the other table.
But you got the dark peach too.
I do have some dark
I wonder if the dark peach is thick. You could switch out the light peach for the dark peach.
Yep.
Switch out the
Unfortunately, the box that this is in the far corner of my disastrous craft room. And it's going to take some scaling skills to get back to it.
I got you. Have Nate help you.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
Nate go in there. So Molly, what you missed is that we didn't construct our blanket properly to begin with. We should have done our connecting rows should have gone
along this
all the way across,
rather than
all the way across, and then leave gaps going this way to do this all in one row going vertically as well. So we didn't put it together correct.
Right.
So now I'm trying to I'm going to try to fix it.
Fill in the gaps. Yeah.
That may be the very last thing I do because I don't know if I'm going to get all of this done by next week. 3 rounds,
Right.
3 sides.
Right.
We'll see.
Yeah, that's a lot of stitches.
Still a lot. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I'm going to finish that sweater. Sweater is going to get done. So
I'm not gonna finish jack poop.
Well, it's not hard to reach that goal.
Nope.
That's an
if
easy
I
goal.
set my sights low enough, then anything that I do achieve
Yeah.
is a
There you go.
success.
There you go. Yes, we're still live, Lynn, but we're getting ready to say goodbye.
Yep.
Yeah. The brown looking one and the red one fit with your color schemes.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah, no,
I'm not happy. I'm not happy at all with my whole color.
I'm just not happy with it.
I'm just not happy with it at all.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm horrible at colors. I'm horrible at putting colors.
Well.
Oh, Lynn, bladder infections are a big thing at any age. Trust me. I've lived a lifetime of them.
I'm glad I don't have that issue. I don't think I've ever had one. Knock on wood. I've never had one.
Yeah. They are a monthly, if not bi-monthly part of my life since I was 4 years old.
Not bladder or the other one. The
urinary tract?
Yeah, that one. I don't do that either.
Yep.
Thank God. Ooh.
In fact, I cannot remember, but this is not related to infection. This is because I have interstitial cystitis, but I cannot, and I've had multiple urethral surgeries. I cannot remember a day or a time or a moment when I have not had urethral burning.
I picked up my phone. I'm glad I did.
Why?
Because this is that Tunisian lady.
Oh,
her name is Lori Harrison.
Lori Harrison. Okay, I'm gonna.
Lori Harrison. Now she has a blog. This is her book, Exploring Tunisian Crochet. So look at how pretty that is. Look how pretty
that's very pretty.
All Tunisian, different stitches.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous. So that's her name. And this book here has 20 beautiful wraps, scarves, and more. I might order this book. So what is her name? Hang on. Let me go to my email because I got an email from her just the other day. And I'll tell you what her blog name is. Let's see. Lori of A.K. Lori. A.K. Lori. If you can remember that. A.K. Lori Designs.
Okay. I'll try to remember that.
Designs. And I think she just has a blog. I think that's all she has. Right?
Yes.
Molly, since you're such a big knitter, Tunisian would probably be fun for you too.
Yeah, it probably would, Molly. You probably would really like Tunisian.
Yep.
Yeah, you know what, Molly? I honestly, that's why I asked Mindy to send me a list of the colors she used, because at this point, and being that I have all of the same colors in my stash that she used, I'm honestly thinking, as unhappy as I am, I might be better off just starting over.
Well, no, you got a lot of squares made. I would go with what you have.
I do have a lot of squares made.
This is what you should do. I'll consult. How's that? I'll consult.
Well, Jody's the one who came up with these colors. I blame Jody.
Uh-oh, Jody.
I'm throwing Jody under the bus.
Jody's gone under. Jody.
Yeah, because she's the one. I had her on FaceTime with me, and she helped me pick these colors. But I guess when we chose them, okay, here's the thing. When we chose them,
squares you like? Which squares do you like?
I love this color.
Okay, that one's good.
And I like this color.
With the brown. Cover up the pink. There you go. Those three right there.
I like this green color.
Those are great.
I like those, and I actually like this color.
But you don't like the thin yarn.
But I don't like the texture of the yarn. Yeah, and I like this color too.
Balls together and squares together are different.
Exactly. That's what I was just gonna say, Jody. When we picked out these colors, we were looking at just balls. And
so I wouldn't have
put like these colors next to each other. Like if I was putting the colors next to each other in my own,
right,
you know,
because
whatever.
they mix them all up and they're all over the place.
Exactly.
I like those four.
Exactly.
I like the cream, the
I like exactly
orangey one, the brown and the green.
Yes,
Those
I
are
like
all
those.
perfect.
Yep, those ones are good. But
the brighter peach,
maybe the brighter peach, yes. See, those four I'm good with.
and then there's got to be like a pretty blue you can put in there with it.
That's what I'm thinking. I need to find a blue.
A pretty
I need
blue.
to find a blue. Yep.
And it kind of looks like sky. I like the red one, Jody. I like the red, the brown, the green. I like that.
I like these.
Right there. But then if you threw in that dark peach.
Yep. And a blue.
And a blue. You got to get the right blue. You don't want my blue.
No, you don't think that blue would work?
No, I think you want a deeper blue for yours.
Okay.
You have very deep, earthy colors.
Yes, and that's what I wanted was like earthy colors. Yeah.
The purple, right? The purple one. Yeah.
Yep.
Which she's hidden now, Jody. It looks better now, right, Jody?
Yep, it does look better.
So I think you need a nice earthy blue color.
Yep, you're right.
And then and that deep peach, I think.
And then what about, instead of the deep peach, what about a yellow?
It depends on which yellow.
Right. True.
It would have to be a very nice, bold. You've got bold colors.
I do have bold colors.
I have pastels.
Yes.
Except for this one. This one, wow. But you have very bold,
a teal.
warm colors.
Yeah, a warm teal. Molly, that's a great.
I have cool. I'm cool. You're warm.
Yes, a warm teal would be nice. A warm teal would be very nice.
Are you good with your yarns for most of those squares? Like the thickness?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So you can.
These squares I'm good with. I'm perfectly happy with these. This one is not as thin as some of the others.
Right.
And I'm okay. I'm okay with keeping
it. And that one just needs to stretch. So
yeah, it just needs to stretch. Yep. And it can. I mean, it definitely can. Yeah, it definitely can stretch.
Yep, either a nice warm yellow, the dark peach, a blue, something like that. You can you can consult me later.
Yeah. Okay, I will. I'll have Nate, once Nate comes in from playing
dig out your box.
Yeah, I'll have him dig out my box and I'll go through and then of course when I was looking at 30 some colors, it gets overwhelming. You know what I mean? To look at them all together.
Yeah, because I only bought these and I bought two of the peaches. I bought the light peach and I bought the dark peach because I didn't know what I wanted. And I'm glad I went with the light one because I got this dark purpley color, and I think that's enough dark in my pastels.
Yes, and it does give it a nice pop of
yeah. All righty.
All right. Well, then good. I feel like we've accomplished a lot.
Yeah. Now let's see what Angie gets done by next week.
See what I get done by next week. Yeah.
You know what I'm going to have done, right? You all know. I will make this work one way or another.
I've got some DMC colors right here, Jody. That's a good call. Because I've got my Paco floss organizer here for my this. That would be beautiful.
A goldenrod color, sunflower color. Yeah.
So this is DMC 783. That would be really pretty.
Yarn come in a pretty color like that. I don't know.
I think it did. I think it did.
We will find out.
And then for the teal or blue color, I love, this is DMC 336. Now that's too
that would be pretty.
It would be pretty.
That would all be pretty right there.
Yeah, that would be pretty.
Now go match those threads.
Or 823.
Go match those threads to your yarns.
Yep, that's what I need to do.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're on a roll now. And now you don't have to redo the whole thing.
Exactly.
Just those two squares that you wanted to get rid of.
Yep.
All right, cool.
Perfect. Thanks, everybody.
All righty.
Hive mind. Look at what we can do with the hive mind.
Talk to you guys later.
All right. Bye, everyone.
All right. Bye.